Welcome back students. So today we are going to study social science subject of class 10th standard. In social science we are going to study the geography part, the 10th lesson, that is India industries. Okay children. So in the previous class we learned about the meaning and importance of the industries. Well children, when the terms come for the meaning of manufacturing industries, we saw that the conversion of raw materials into usable products is known as manufacturing industries. Okay children, then along with this we also learnt about the importance of industries. Well children, in the importance of industries we studied that the industries plays very important role in the progress of economy. Along with this, it is going to reduce the reliance on primary products. Then along with this children, here the next point is that it is going to provide the imported goods, and it helps to increase the national and per capita income. And along with this, it will also helps to earn foreign exchange. So here industries are going to create job opportunities and raise GDP. Okay, so these are the importance of the industries children. Along with this we also studied that the localization of industries. So what are the requirement for the localization and growth of the industries? Okay children, so the localization and growth of industries are influenced by many factors. Among them, most important factors are supply of raw materials, availability of the raw materials, availability of the energy resources, availability of the transport and communication facilities, good market facilities, capital, labor and water supply, ideal climate and government policies. So these are the important factors for the localization of industries. Okay, along with this what we learned children, we also learned the 8 major industrial regions of India. Among them, the first one was that the Hooghly Kolkata region, the Mumbai Pune region, the Ahmedabad Vadodara region, the Madurai Coimbatore region, the Delhi Meerut region, Visakhapatnam and Guntur region, Kollam, Tiruvananthapuram region. So these many points we have covered in the previous class. Okay children, so next in today's class we are going to discuss about the major industries of India. So well, when we are going to talk about the major industries of India, the first will come iron and steel industries. Okay children, so when the terms come for the iron and steel industries, so here it is the basis of all other industries. So many other industries like engineering, locomotives, machine tools, automobile, agricultural equipment, so all these are dependent on iron and steel industries only. Okay children, so this is the very important metal based industry in India. So along with this children, here you can see that a good example for iron and steel industries, that is iron pillar in Delhi, which is situated in Mehrauli. Okay, so next we will study about the establishment of the important industries. Well, the modern iron and steel industries in India was first started in 1874 at Kulti in West Bengal. Okay, so the first modern industry, it has been set up in the Kulti in West Bengal in the year 1874. After this, here the next modern iron steel industries that has been established by J.N. Tata. So he started Tata Iron and Steel Company in 1907 at Sakchi in Jamshedpur. So like this, after the independence, under the 5 years of plans, which the efforts for the efforts that has been made for the development of heavy industries and for the eradication of the unemployment, here industrial growth has been taken place under the 5-year plans. Okay children, so we will move to the next point, that is the important factors for the location of the iron and steel industries. Well, important factors like children, raw materials are required, raw material of iron ore is required. Okay, along with this, coking coal, it is a main source of power. Okay, and along with this, hydel power is also very important children, and to supply this prepared good for the market, railway transportation and port facilities are also very important. Plenty of water supply, along with this the cheap labor, capital and local market. So these are some important factors for the localization of iron and steel industries. Okay, so when we are going to talk about the producing centers, well children, there are 14 integrated iron and steel plants in India. Of these, 4 are in the private sector and other are in the public sector. Okay, so when the terms come for the private sector, I already said you that only 4 companies are related to the private sector. Well, the Tata Iron and Steel Company, so which is situated at Sakchi, Jamshedpur in Jharkhand, this factory comes under the private sector, and along with this children here, the Jindal Vijayanagara Steel Limited at Toranagul, Bellary district in Karnataka, then Ispat Iron and Steel Limited, which has been situated at Dolvi, Raigad district in Maharashtra, Tata Steel Plant at Gopalpur in Odisha. So these are the 4 important private sector iron and steel industries. Okay, I hope this concept up to here it has been understood. Okay children, so we will move forward. So next the terms come for the public sector. Well children, I already said you that 4 industries, those comes under the private sector, and remaining 10 industries that comes under the public sector. Indian Iron and Steel Company, so it is situated in Burhanpur in West Bengal, Vishveshwaraya Iron and Steel Limited at Bhadravati in Karnataka. So these are the 2 important public sectoral industries. Along with this, Bhilai Steel Plant, Durg district in Chhattisgarh, Rourkela Steel Plant that has been situated in Sundargarh district in Odisha, then Durgapur Steel Plant, it is situated in West Bengal, Bokaro Steel Plant at Bokaro in Jharkhand, the Salem Steel Plant at Salem in Tamil Nadu, the Visakhapatnam Steel Plant at Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh, then along with this, Daitari Steel Plant at Daitari in Odisha, Tata Steel Limited at Kalingnagar in Odisha. So these are the some important 10 public sectoral industries. Okay, so these are totally iron and steel plants only. Okay children, so along with this, in addition, there are 199 mini steel plants set up in different parts of the country. Okay, so along with this, for 1 mark question they will ask, India is the 8th largest steel producing country in the world. Which is the largest steel producing country in the world means you have to write India is the 8th largest steel producing country in the world. Okay. So next, aluminium industries. Well children, when we will talk about the aluminium industries, so aluminium, it is the most important non-ferrous metal. It is the most important non-ferrous metal. So it has a wide range of uses. Well, uses like here you can see that children, it has been used for the manufacturing of aeroplanes, electrical cables, and its foils are used as packing materials for paint industries. Okay, so these are some important uses of aluminium industries. Along with this children, it is a good substitute for steel and copper. Okay, so next, here you can see that the location of aluminium industry is mainly governed by the availability of bauxite. As you know that children, bauxite, it is a main raw material. Okay, so it has been used in the preparation of aluminium. Okay children, along with this, supply of hydroelectric power. So the energy power supply is also very much important now children. For this purpose, here the location of industry has been set up. And wide market and capital. So whatever the things which has been produced in this factory, this must and should have a wide market. For this purpose, here this factory has been situated in a good market area to earn the capital. Okay, so we'll move forward. So next, the terms come for the distribution. So children, when the terms come for the distribution, the aluminium industry, it is the second important metal based industry in India. So along with this, you saw that children, it is a very most important non-ferrous metal children. Okay, so it has the aluminium industry was started in 1942 at Jaika Nagar in West Bengal. Okay children, in West Bengal it has been started. So right now there are 9 major aluminium plants in the country. So these are at Jaika Nagar in West Bengal, Alupuram in Kerala, Metturu in Tamil Nadu, Belagavi in Karnataka, and Hirakud and Damanjodi in Odisha, then Renukut in Uttar Pradesh. So along with this children, Korba in Chhattisgarh and Ratnagiri in Maharashtra. So in these places there are important aluminium industries. Okay children, so India is going to have a 11th place in the world for the production of aluminium products. Okay, so India import aluminium to meet its local demands. Okay children, so when the terms come for the iron and steel industries children, here India is going to get the 8th largest position for the production of steel. Okay, so when the terms come for the aluminium, it is going to occupy 11th place in the world for the production of aluminium products children. But here India is going to import the aluminium to meet its local need. Okay, I hope up to this the concept has been cleared. Once again I am going to repeat all my points here. So please children, be careful and listen carefully. Okay, so in this video we learnt about the iron and steel industries children. Okay, apart from this, in the beginning what we learned from in the previous video children here? Yes, in the previous video children, we learnt about the meaning and importance of the industries. For 1 mark question they will ask, what do you mean by manufacturing industries? So well, your answer must be like this: the conversion of raw materials into usable products is known as a manufacturing industries. Okay children, when the terms come for the importance of the industries, so you have to write it plays a very important role in the development of economy. So the development of industries reduces the reliance on primary products. So it is going to get the imported goods. So the industries helps to increase the national and per capita income, and it also helps in earn foreign exchange, and it is going to create job opportunities and raise the GDP and the living standard of the people. Okay children, along with these children, they help to reduce the pressure on agriculture. These points we covered from previous video to now. Okay, along with this what we learnt, localization of industries. For the location of the industries, children, here the must and should requirement is that availability of the raw materials, supply of energy, then transport and communication facility must and should be there, market facilities should be good, capital should be there, labor and water supply must and should be there, ideal climate and time to time government policies. So these are the important factors. Okay children, along with this what we learned, that we learned the major industrial regions. So in the major industrial regions, totally there are 8 major industrial regions. In that the Hubli-Kolkata region, this is the first one. Second one is that the Mumbai-Pune region. Third, that is the Ahmedabad-Vadodara region, the Madurai-Coimbatore region, the Delhi-Meerut region, Visakhapatnam-Guntur region and Kollam-Tiruvananthapuram region. So these are the important 8 major industrial regions. So today what we discussed about iron and steel industries, children. So it is the basis of all industries. So many industries, many engineering industries, locomotives, machines, tools, automobiles, agricultural equipments, etc. These are totally dependent on the iron and the steel industries. Okay, so iron and steel industry, it is the most important metal based industry in India, children. Okay children, so from the ancient time India knew the art of smelting iron ore. The best example for this is the iron pillar in Delhi, that is in Mehrauli. Okay children, so next when the terms come for the location of the major industries, what we learned that children here? Yes, we learned the modern iron and steel industry in India was started in 1874 at Kulti in West Bengal. So please children, don't forget this important dates. These are very important one, children. Okay. Along with this, here what we saw that the modern iron and steel industries which has been set up after the independence, that is under the 5 years of the plans. Okay, then J.N. Tata, who started the Tata Iron and Steel Company in 1907 at Sakchi in Jamshedpur. Okay, so why the industrial development has been taken place? As you know that children, for the eradication of unemployment and for the economic development purpose, the heavy industrial development has been taken place. The establishment of heavy industries and the heavy industrial development has been taken place under the 5-year plans. The 5-year plans we have adopted from Russia. Okay, so we will move forward here, children. So next, the important factors of location of iron and steel industries. Well, factors are like this: coking coal as a main source of power and hydel power. So coking coal, it is a very important one raw material. Along with this, the energy sources like hydel power is also required, children. Railway, transport and port facilities are also very important, children. Plenty of water, this is also required. Okay, along with this, children, here cheap labor. So if we are going to get the work, if we have started a new factory, then the cheap labor must and should is required. And once we have established a factory, through that factory whatever producers we are going to give, that producers must and should earn the capital also, no children, and there should be a good local market also, no. So these are also very much important. Okay, so next thing, another one thing was that right now there are 14 integrated iron and steel plants in India. So of these, 4 are related to private sector and others are in the public sector. Okay. So next, along with this, when the terms come for the private sector, we saw that there are 4 private sectoral industries. Well, they are the Tata Iron and Steel Company, TISCO. So this comes under the private sector, which has been located at Sakchi, Jamshedpur in Jharkhand. Then along with this, Jindal Vijayanagara Steel Limited, it is at Toranugullu in Ballari district in Karnataka. Ispat Iron and Steel Limited at Dolvi, Raigad district in Maharashtra. Then along with these children, Tata Steel Plant at Gopalpur in Odisha. So these are the 4 important private sector industries. Okay, so when the terms come for the public sectoral industries here, Indian Iron and Steel Company at Burhanpur in West Bengal. Okay, Vishweshwaraya Iron and Steel Limited at Bhadravati in Karnataka. Then next, Bhilai Steel Plant, Durg district in Chhattisgarh. Rourkela Steel Plant, Sundargarh in Odisha. Then Durgapur Steel Plant in West Bengal. Bokaro Steel Plant at Bokaro in Jharkhand. The Salem Steel Plant at Salem in Tamil Nadu. The Visakhapatnam Steel Plant at Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. Then Daitri Steel Plant at Daitri in Odisha. Tata Steel Limited at Kalinganagar in Odisha. So these are some important public sectoral industries. Okay, so next, in addition, there are 199 mini steel plants set up in different parts of the country. So India is the 8th largest steel producing country in the world. Okay, along with this we also studied about aluminium industry. So aluminium industries means, children, here aluminium, it is the most important non-ferrous metal, children. Okay, the main important uses of the aluminium that is used for the manufacturing of aeroplanes, automobiles, railways, ships, household appliances, electrical cables and its foils are used as packing materials for paint industry. Okay, then next what we learned, we also learned the location of aluminium industry. So it is mainly governed by availability of bauxite. Where there is abundance of bauxite, we are going to locate the aluminium factory, children. Okay, why the bauxite is required? Because it is the main raw material. Okay, then supply of hydroelectric power, wide market and capital. So these are the important factors for the location of aluminium industry. Okay, children. So next, along with this, what we learned that here, yes, we learned that the first aluminium factory, it has been started in 1942 at Jaikarnagar in West Bengal. Right now there are 9 major aluminium plants in the country. There are Jaikarnagar in West Bengal, Alupuram in Kerala, Meturu in Tamil Nadu, Belagavi in Karnataka, Hirakuda and Damanjodi in Odisha, Renukut in Uttar Pradesh, Korba in Chhattisgarh and Ratnagiri in Maharashtra. So these are the important areas where you are going to find out the aluminium industries. Okay, children. So when the terms come for the production of aluminium industries, here India has the 11th place in the world for the production of aluminium products. So along with this, children, India is going to import from other countries to fulfill its local demands. Okay, up to here the concept whatever I taught you, I hope this concept has been cleared by me. If you have any doubts and queries, you can WhatsApp me on my WhatsApp number. Related to this lesson, one revision question answer session we are going to take, children. So please study hard and best of luck for your studies, children. Thank you.